It's time to shine. Lord Dionysus.
Now's my
Special. That's what I want to see.
To my health.
So yeah, it's just a free hit.
Hello, coin.
Yeah, I did unlock those, but it seems like kind of a waste of the gems right now. Because I'm not even at that. Oh, I didn't change it. I'm using the wrong bow.
More.
I leveled it up, but I didn't select it. That's okay. We'll live. Look at that.
Numbskulls.
I mean, I did play off stream, and I guess I finished the main story. But like, clearly there's more to do. And I did say I was going for 100%, so
Yes, butterfly.
what I'm gonna do, at least until Hades 2 comes out. And I'm still, you know, it kind of depends on the state it releases in for early access. Because if it's like, great, really didn't want to take that hit. If it's like Hades 1 where it kind of came out and it has like
Stones and a little
a
extra
few
for
years
Caroline.
of development time, I'll probably hold off on it unless like we become like #2 Hades streamer and like Supergiant reaches out and they're like, hey, here's a code. And I'll be like, okay, I'll play it. Which is very unlikely. Especially since I
Crushed.
knock on like half of the games Supergiant has made.
Let me see.
That being
Must be something I
Pyre
miss.
and Transistor.
I'm already full. Thank you, mate. I feel fabulous. You know, I thought you. Charon, as
And
I-
Pyre I just didn't like. Transistor I just never played because it just looked like a Bastion again. But I think that's why Hades is so good. I think that's why Hades is just
Hey, free money. Whoops.
like it kind of just
Sorry.
it takes the good parts of those games but like adds the replay value.
You're just test. Sounds good, mate.
Hopefully we don't lose right here.
Settle this like gentlemen, Charon.
Well, even bosses get a freebie. Okay, we might lose. That did 50 damage. Unless we can beat him and like find Patroclus and just refill our lives. Nice dodge. Brother. I shouldn't have taken the money. But you get the rewards card too. So worth. Did I hope for a sequel? I wasn't expecting them to do Hades 2. Supergiant has not really been one for sequels or really doing the same thing. But I think that's because, like, Hades was probably way more successful than any of their other games. By probably a lot. Because, like, you know, people who played Bastion, like, probably played Transistor. I didn't play Transistor. We're definitely losing this run. I was dumb. Whatever. Just a huge mistake.
He just lost himself a customer.
Persephone.
Oh,
Good time.
good times.
Yeah, I took his money.
Well,
I thought, like, maybe the fight scales where you are. But it doesn't. He's just as difficult.
I don't know.
Get the word out.
Then word will spread. I'm sure
And maybe if I had, like,
I have.
you know, more permanent upgrades, it'd be a
Oh,
little
believe me, I suppose I could.
easier.
Appreciate it, sir.
Also, I'm just blazing through the text. We're kind of through the text. It's just mostly relation stuff left.
This is my latest haul. Seems fair enough.
Oh, there's Dusa. I should probably. And I missed her. It happens. Yeah, mom's here. I played enough to you know, finish the main quest.
I shall procure all the fishes.
Didn't get any darkness.
Hey, I know that guy.
Okay, we're going with sword.
Yes.
I did max out the first one just because Skelly wanted me to. And this honestly wasn't too bad. I was just not playing
Do
well
your
at all.
best, Father. Lady Aphrodite.
I mean, also Hades is really old.
My heart is full.
So, like,
My keepsake.
I'm not too concerned with, like, spoiling people. I know it sucks, but I mean, like, it's pretty old. Zeus? If I can get chain lightning, I'd be a happy boy.
This offering is but
So fine a gift. As lovely Aphrodite.
All right, we'll take the
a
cast.
little tingly.
It's exactly what I was looking for.
Not yet.
But I feel like Hades is just one of those games where people don't really... It's not that it's like... There's no spoilers. It's just... If you didn't play it a lot, you probably didn't see a lot of it. Because Because this is a spoiler. I'm gonna spoil last boss again. Is I didn't know there was like a phase 3 that you could do, like, ever, until I was watching someone stream it, and they were like, obviously they were playing and like they were fighting Hades. I'm like, oh wow, Hades. And like the fight kept going.
That's a blade.
And I'm like, I've never seen this before. And they even hit it so well that like the original soundtrack doesn't even have the full version of like the Hades boss fight in it. It only goes up to phase 2. So I think that was a pretty well kept secret. And that's, if I can't get to 100%, I at least want to get to phase 3. Ooh, Sisyphus or Store? Probably Sisyphus.
Well, I'm really very.
I figured you could.
Look here, Baldy. Prince.
Does
Oh,
I don't need healing. Money would be nice for the runs, but I also need a handful. No, I'll take the money. I think we'll get the darkness for
so long.
that last perk. Just if I play well and not screw this up, which it's looking like I am cruising on doing.
Skelly? Oh, hi. I'm out. Olympus, I accept this message.
After you take damage. No, I want the jolt. Was thinking of taking the attack, but would like to have a status effect on these guys. Yeah, like I was just going to go back to Hades 2. Because I'm not super thrilled with like early access, because I know they've already said it's coming early access this year.
Another key.
I would not be thrilled to kind of see it like bare bones early access. I would like to see it closer to like a release, like a soft release, and then like, okay, we're gonna do a couple updates and then it's out. I'm like, okay, like I could wait like 3-6 months in early access. If it's like, oh, we're hoping for like 1 year plus early access, I'll be like, I'll wait. Because what'll happen is it'll come out in early access. I'll play a ton of it, and then like when the game's finally out, I won't play it at all. And that's one aspect of like early access that is one reason why I don't buy a lot of early access games.
In the name of Hades.
The other is like the game could just be broken or never finished. With Supergiant, it's obviously not that case, but with like, you know, everyone was buying Valheim, and I'm like, that game looks so unfinished that I didn't even bother. Everyone was playing it, and I think V Rising is another one that people went insane over, and it was like, it's like you make your character and you build a castle and then it's over. Like that was all the content. Slime Rancher 2 did it, and I don't know how well people are taking Slime Rancher 2. Now we'll take it.
Centaur strength, no hard feelings. Always appreciate your sense of humor, mate.
But it doesn't seem like they really did much with Slime Rancher 2.
Knucklehead.
But I think that's because they're trying a lot of new stuff and not just like it's the first game with more,
Time for
which is
decision,
nice.
maybe?
But sometimes, you know, all you want is I just want the first game, but more of it.
Wish you could join me.
Yeah, what would I like honestly just off the top of my head for Hades 2, I would just like a little more variety. Like I know the bosses technically are different, but it's always either one or all the Furies based on difficulty. I would just like, you know, a different starting area, you know, different bosses, like entirely different bosses. Not just a variant of the same one. And like that's basically it. That's all I would ask for
Try another one, maybe.
Hades 2 to do. I need to level something else up. I'll level up the coin purse.
Okay. Next floor. In the bag.
Like that's really my only complaint.
Love that sulfur smell.
As well as maybe like progression. Also, stop calling it a roguelike when it's roguelite Supergiant. I know it sounds better in advertisement, but like,
A gift.
it's roguelite. But I mean, the everyman is not going to know the difference, so it's probably fine. Which is kind of why I think, like, by think, I mean, basically no. Hades is their most successful game. It's because, like, the everyman, like, everyone's played Hades. Even if you don't like roguelike, everyone's played Hades.
Stay dead.
You haven't played Hades? There's no way you haven't played Hades. Everyone's played Hades.
Well, that's better.
You might not have played it a lot,
Mine.
but you probably played it. Is it in your Steam? If it's in your Steam library, you probably played it. If it's not, then I will, I'll give you permission to not have played it. But I mean, what I'm trying to get is like, it has such like a casual
Of Olympus.
player base that they are not going to know the difference between a roguelite and a roguelike.
Palmed up. Easy does it.
And if you don't know the difference,
Oh no.
roguelite just means you get like upgrades and the game gets, you know, there's a progression to your character and the game just gets like easier. And I mean, you could say that like about Isaac, but Isaac is kind of like you unlock the upgrades you can get, but you never, you know, permanently have something except for like the D6 that you need to unlock on Isaac. Okay, I'll take that. Yeah, essentially you just start from square one on a roguelike. You don't ever keep anything you unlock. And even like aspects like the pills in Isaac, which I think in the original Rogue, I think it was potions that would always change effect regardless of like their color. You know, that's like an aspect to it as well, where Hades kind of just streamlined it to upgrades and like, you know, level ups on your abilities. Would you say like I would think like Slay the Spire is a roguelike. I know you unlock, but I don't think you keep anything. I haven't played it enough. I know there's unlocks, but again, like I think that's just like you unlock those cards to maybe get. I think I've only finished one run.
Something I need.
And I'm pretty sure I used a cheese strat to beat the game. I didn't look it up. Killed the whale? Okay, I did not kill the whale. I got to like, I got to the big heart, and then it's like, hey, you need to do this much damage, but you only did like 1,000 damage. So I didn't,
Should help keep
I didn't get past that part. That's as far as I got. And basically all I did is I had these two abilities. One was like Fire Breather, where if I ever drew like a status card, I just did like 10 damage to everyone. And then I had a defense card where it was Shrug Off. It just gave me like 10 shield, and then like 2 status cards I could draw. So I basically just played those 2 cards over and over and over again. And that was it. The game just played itself.
the might of the heavens. Why not?
No, I haven't. There was definitely more. Obviously, the heart is like, hey, there's more. But I didn't. I haven't gotten back there. It was like the perfect run, and I'm like, I have no idea how I could replicate this. So I definitely haven't seen enough cards to you know, figure out what synergizes well. Besides those two, which kind of like it just worked. It does make it more like roguelite. Okay. But you still don't keep those upgrades unless there's another mode where maybe you can, you know, there's a pre-built deck you can maybe start with. Eventually. It doesn't look like it. I've never seen anyone play like that unless, like, there's a mod, which I would imagine there is.
Got you.
But I just haven't played Slay the Spire on stream because I mean, I can't tell if I'm bad at it or it's just really hard. And I have heard it's really hard. So I'm not too thrilled with, you know, struggling to get past like the first boss. And then if the second boss is like the champion, it's basically over because I've never beaten him. I just took so much damage and I wasn't even paying attention.
Heads down.
How could you, boy? That Hydra had a family.
Let's see here.
You got to the point where you needed to crank it up. I feel like I need to crank it down.
Onward.
There's a couple unlocks. I see it every time I lose. It's like here, you know, this many points until your next unlock. And I'm like, okay. But I still think there's the knowledge aspect of the game, which does count as progression. It might not be in-game progression, but it counts. You know, just learning the cards, learning the encounters.
I got one. A sea creature.
And obviously like the artifacts and stuff as well. What might work well for you and what might just be a big waste.
Look who. More to fight.
So I definitely have not. I think I just got really, really lucky with that one run and just like, now I'm back to being lost. Like, oh, like, clearly there's like a build where maybe you can up your strength and like, you know, just do big hits. These cards seem to work well with one another. And then I try that and then I don't even get to the first boss. Oof, do we go for lifesteal? It's kind of insane. I think I go for it.
That's it.
Yeah, we're probably a ways off. If I ever stream Slay the Spire, we're probably a ways off. Because I do have access to do like you know, the Ascensions. But there's no way.
The gods want me to pick a favorite.
Oh, yeah, the heart is way too difficult to dodge. Special deals weak. I would love to take this. Yeah, we'll take it. I'm not using special too much. Not big on the sword special.
He can't stay mad forever.
Way easier. Might as well take the call. Oh, the worst room in the game?
Butterfly chamber.
I mean, life still kind of makes it a joke, which is why I took it. Can we please hit this guy? Thank you.
I'll keep my soul for now, thanks. Uncle Poseidon.
Ooh, I want to take that. No, but we'll take special.
Poseidon's strength.
We'll take a bit of the knockback. Of the coin purse, I just realized. Whatever, we'll swap to the Lucky Tooth after.
For the house.
Honestly, I would take a shop too. Can't stand the spear guys.
So close.
I mean, I'm sure the screen just looks great with internet problems and bitrate. Sure, it looks great. I will take that.
Get your hands off my trophy.
Okay, please don't lose right here.
Useless.
Little chariots. Can't stand them.
Dan,
How goes it, Zagreus? How about another?
I mean, at least on a time limit. Pseudo time limit.
I'm empty.
I don't even know how he has 4, but whatever. I'm at the point where I'm gonna start letting him take some.
Do that.
And I was looking for some extra health, so this is nice. Yeah, I'm gonna stop letting him have some. I thought it'd be over by now.
You aren't helping. That's enough. You've gotten stronger, Zag. That's that.
Rude.
Why not? We've got tons of money.
Come and get it. That one's regenerating. Bye. The power of the gods.
No, we'll just take the cast. Not really going for a weak build. Just kind of bonus.
Must have slept.
Bronze skin?
Been useful.
Oh, it is there, but I gotta take this.
Delicious.
I mean, I didn't have to, but I'd rather get, you know, the list completed and not have to worry about it ever again. That looked pretty lucky. I paid for it there. Like I've actually never made it like up to these guys with the added boss difficulty. So I have no idea. I know it's just complaining about like boss variation, but I've never seen past like the first level with the added difficulty. So I could just be flat out wrong. But I would probably think it's mostly the same, just with like maybe a third character.
Finally. Ambrosia.
Seems I had best prepare myself at this rate.
Go with the, how many more do we need to get a bit more money? Just one more. Slightly annoying.
So close. Courtesy of the pact. I'm sure the satyrs are back.
And you know what I would really love to see is Enter the Gungeon 2, or have those guys do another roguelike.
Let's see what's in here.
Gungeon is so good. And I know they did exit the Gungeon, but that's not really the same. So just Gungeon 2. Just give me Gungeon 2. We're getting Hades 2, just give me Gungeons 2. And I know Mugenics is kind of on the way. But from what I've seen, it doesn't really look like it's my bag. Kind of the way where, like, Bumbo didn't really seem like... You know, yes, it's like... Actually, I don't know if Edmund worked on Bumbo at all. But I know he's making Mugenics. We'll see. It kind of looks a little bit like... what the heck is it? Into the Breach? Which, again, wasn't really my bag. And that's not to say the game was even bad. It was just... I didn't gel with it. And I think it was kind of the same with FTL,
Maybe this way.
where I kind of got it, but like... It would get to a point where, like, I really didn't understand how I was supposed to really progress. So I never finished a run of FTL. But again, I played it a lot. Like, I could get to the second area, and then I was just, like... Just getting toast. Not getting toast, but being toasted. Gems. How much can we kind of spare? I'll just take the gems. I won't worry about the boon.
There it is already.
Okay, how much time do we have left? 10 minutes.
A whole entire sack of something. Should I go fight some satyrs or get out of here?
I mean, this is already winnable.
That's quite a stash there, Charon.
First, I didn't know.
Ooh, now I want to. We can get a bit, if we can get a bit more money. 75, we could buy a pomegranate. I'll just do the easy one. One more.
You.
I can't.
We're not going to take too much damage because we lucked out and got lifesteal. I missed some money, but I don't think we'd be able to afford anything else. Nice miss by me. I know I said the butterfly like balls were the worst enemy, but these snake statues are starting to take the cake. The more I get up to this level, the more I starting to not be happy to see them.
My reward. My Lady Aphrodite.
Why, dearest.
In the name of Hades.
Yeah, that's good because we're gonna buy one. I don't know who that was comboed with, but happy to take it. 3 levels. More offense.
After
Got 8 minutes. Not feeling too comfortable with adding a tighter time limit on this yet,
Think you can beat me this time, Father?
but it'll probably happen.
I must admit to something, boy. Achilles taught you reasonably well.
Though you didn't expect that one day
I anticipate more than you know.
Not yet.
And the free hit, that's
Prepare.
such an easy one to deal with. Oh. I forgot it was full. That's okay.
Why you?
Zacharias, how fared your plundering of my domain?
Could have gone better though. What can you do?
I can do this. Right.
See, I don't even need the lucky tooth right now.
Try that again.
Come on.
It's just like a force of habit to just take it. Just in case. Nice dodge. Of course, invincible. What?
Boy, you speak. You win, boy.
Got you. In the name of Hades,